Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Rob. Welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. Today we're going to be continuing our live streams playing Marvel Champions LCG, exploring some deck building, digging more into the core set. I have a craving to continue playing that Carol Danvers deck we were playing yesterday, where we faced Rhino and Claw. That is up on the channel in archive form, where you can go back and watch that. The Claw won later in the stream. Man, that was a good game. That went crazy. Lost my mind a little bit. I didn't end up burning the Claw cards like I wanted to after that play, even though he deserved it. But it was a great play. But last night I played with my daughter. I brought all the cards upstairs onto a different table. Started scheduling the stream. Forgot all about that. Thought all the cards were set up here, but they weren't. So we're just going to do some deck building and talk about the deck that we're playing today for those who weren't watching yesterday. I grabbed from Marvel CDB this deck from Old Ben. This is what we were playing yesterday. I want to try Carol Danvers, try a new deck, try to do some deck building. Since I was playing solo, I have access to all the cards in the pool. So I figured, hey, why not find out some decks from some people who have actually been playing more than I have since I just got the game this week. So what better way to do that than net deck a deck and then tweak it if necessary. But we had some good success yesterday. It was fun. But I had to dismantle that deck because my daughter wanted to play Captain Marvel, and she likes to go smashy smashy. So instead of Justice, I threw in Aggression and made a deck for her with that. And then I played back Black Panther using Leadership. So that's what I played last night, to try Black Panther for the first time. And yesterday I did say on stream that I didn't know if in the core set there was a hero that had a way to had a setup on his card. But Black Panther actually does. He has a setup where you search through the deck, grab one of his Black Panther upgrades, and you put it into play. And that I didn't know because I hadn't played him yet. So I said I didn't think there was anything in the core set that did the whole setup. But there is, in the advanced rules, the rules reference, it does talk about there is a step where follow any setup on your hero or your alter ego or whatever. And I was like, I don't think that exists in this set yet, but must be something upcoming. But it does. So enough blabbing on. Let's get to it. I'm sure you guys can hear me, I hope. But yeah, welcome to the chat, guys. All right, so we're going to play Carol Danvers. We need Family Emergency. We need her Nemesis set. And I think that's all from that bunch of cards. And we're going to build this deck on the screen you see here, which if you go to Marvel CDB, you know what? Maybe I'll just put the link to the deck list below. And then what we'll do later after this, I'm going to play against Ultron for the first time. I've never read any cards, never seen them. We'll get them out, we'll analyze them, and we'll see if this deck meets those criteria, which I think I should probably do that first. But I think I'm just going to take this into it. Since I played this twice yesterday, feel good with it. I want to take it against Ultron and try Ultron for the first time. And whether we get smashed or we're good and we destroy him, then I want to try some different heroes against Ultron maybe. So this will be an Ultron stream, and it may go good, it may go bad, we'll see. But I'll probably play a couple times at least. Maybe more if you guys are interested and still watching. Obviously, more people will probably tune in an hour or two once it hits around noon Eastern. So I'm playing a little earlier, but I feel like playing right now, so I'm going to play. So yeah, let's find out. Let me just drop it in. Sorry guys, one sec. I'm just going to drop the link in the description and the chat for those interested. And I recommend going to this website, marvelcdb.com. Unless there's another one that you guys know of, leave it in the comments below or the chat. If there's another more popular deck building site that's being used for this LCG. But I know in previous LCGs, I played all the LCGs, very heavily competitive tournaments, Gen Con, Worlds, all that business. So I know usually these kind of sites pop up, but sometimes like 10 of them pop up when a game comes out. And only one usually survives and becomes the hub where the community shares decks, discuss decks, rate decks, builds decks, all that stuff. So I found Marvel CDB. I don't know if that's going to be the one. It is the only one. I don't know. It's what I found. There's decks on it. People are posting as of today even. So that's what I'll use. So let me just get this in the description. Just got to get there. And here it is in the chat for those interested. And don't make it easy to mess with the description. I don't think. Let me try this edit button. Oh, what they do. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I didn't need to go back Boom, boom. So let's go home. Carol, Danvers. I can't spell or type. Danvers, the deck. We are playing. Okay. Carol's Danvers deck. Am I even spelling it right? Yes, I think I am. Okay. Save. Okay, it's saved. It's in the description. So I don't know if you refresh the page or if you're just tuning in. But I'll mention it later. It'll be in the description and obviously in the chat. Okay. So let's build this thing. So I gotta find all the cards. Okay, let's see how well organized I have this stuff right now. Okay, so we're gonna obviously need to pull from some neutrals. I have them all with the same sleeves now. I did that yesterday when YouTube was down and I was having trouble getting the live stream going for about 2 hours. They delayed me yesterday because YouTube's live streaming and uploading was bugging out in my area at least. But I noticed a lot of people on Twitter were having issues. But today it seems to be working. So yeah. Okay, so we need Justice. All the yellow cards, yellow. And where is it's right here. Okay. Yeah, it's because she was playing, my daughter was playing with aggression last night. So she may be joining me on stream tomorrow, actually. She has a day off school. They're closed. It's like a PA day, they call it. It used to be called a PD day when I was a kid, but school's closed, teachers there working, that kind of thing, because they need more time off. But anyways, so my daughter's home, and she says she wants to play with me on stream, so we'll see how she feels tomorrow if she wants to even do that. But she's played with me twice now. We won once, we lost another time. She's learning she likes to smash, she likes to hit, attack, fight, but I keep reminding her threat is a thing, and she loses sight of that. So I have to always pick up that slack. So last night I didn't build a deck that really dealt with threat very well, and we suffered for it. So, okay, so let's just take out all the cards out of that deck. Aggression, throw our neutral cards, and oops. And we'll get going. So we'll discuss. Played this deck yesterday. Those who were here yesterday and watched, or if you're watching this in the future and you already watched the first live stream that I did right before this, I should put them all in a playlist so you guys can see them in a row, see the progression of this game and the decks I'm trying and that kind of thing. But now I'm into the whole let's build our own decks. Let's modify them. Let's tweak. Let's net deck. Let's do all that stuff. Let's explore. Let's try stuff in the core set, not the crappy starter decks. Okay, Heroic Intuition. So we need the Carol Danvers cards. We don't need the Assault cards, or the Aggression cards. And let's go here. Heroic Intuition. Okay, I usually just go through, actually I should probably keep that up on screen. And then I just grab, I look all the yellow cards there, I just go through, grab. We'll grab Daredevil, and we want Jessica Jones. And then for supports, we need 3 interrogation rooms at once. Where are all those cards? They're all down here. No. Oh, right here. Duh. Interrogation room. Okay. And then we need events. 3-4 Justice. This deck is really covered for threat removal. Great draw. All things I like to do. And the Power of Justice. That's why I looked at a whole bunch of Captain Marvel decks. And this one drew me in. And it was fun yesterday. Power of Justice. Even when things were feeling dire, it came through. I don't know if it's as smooth as it could be, but with resource curve and all that stuff, but still learning the game. So I think we're good there. We can check. We can check how many Justice cards. We should have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, got all those. Carol Danvers cards should be like 15. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, what did I do? Or does it just count her whole? Counts these two, I think. No? No, it shouldn't. What happened? What did I do? Did I do bad things? What the heck's going on here? This is the problem with all the same sleeves. I'm going to get stuff like mixed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Did I keep stuff in? Oh, I did. Yes, I didn't separate it fully. I see what I did. Okay. And okay, we're good there. All right, so we have all our Carol Danvers cards, or Justice cards. Now we're going to grab our neutrals. I mean basics. Whatever they want to call them in this game, but they're neutral cards to me. All right, so Spider-Woman. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Mockingbird and Nick Fury. And do we have Nick Fury in the deck we were playing last night? No, we don't. So we got to go to our other neutral cards. Let's grab them all. And we're going to grab a Nick Fury. I don't really know about him. I like him. He's nostalgic for me because he's like Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings LCG, so it feels kind of fun. But he's expensive, and I don't think he's an efficient card. I probably wouldn't in like more competitive serious play. He's not going to stick around in decks, I don't think, unless resource cards become a better thing, which obviously they will eventually give us more ways to get resources and customize your decks. And then 3 emergency, 2 first aid. 3 emergency. There's a first aid. Okay, 3 emergency. 2 first aid. And what else do we need? 3 haymakers. Oh boy. Punchy, punchy. Punchy, punchy. All right, then we're going to do 1 energy, 1 genius, 1 strength. Why not, of course. These cards are awesome. 2 resources. Makes sense. Okay. So we should be at 40 cards. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? He's not great. Oh, yeah, Nick Fury. Yeah, I agree. He's fun. Like, he's definitely fun. Like, if I was casual gamer, casual LCGer, board gamer, whatever, and I just was like, buy this as a core set, play as a game with a bunch of people around the living room table, and not use my competitive LCG mind on the game, yeah, I definitely think he's hilarious. He's fun. He's cool how he can come out and kind of pull you out of a jam. That's kind of, yeah. But I like that more in Gandalf from Lord of the Rings LCG. That was fun. Because he shows up exactly when he needs to, or, that kind of thing. So, but yeah. Okay, so let's throw our Nemesis deck on the side. Let's get rid of all these extra Justice cards. We'll throw them with these, I guess. Unless they need to be put with other cards. Okay. So I think we are good there. Let's just throw all this junk in here. And we'll play with some of that. We'll get some of that stuff. Oh yeah, obviously, we need our Ultron stuff, which we're going to talk about here in a second. So let's get to the board here. You have to find out what Ultron's stuff is. How many core sets do you think you should have? Being realistic and financial wise, I should only have 1, probably 0 to be honest. But yeah, if funds were unlimited, the way I always do it is I would have 1. I would want to be able to build more than 1 Justice deck at the table, or more than 1 aggression, that kind of thing. So I would probably have grabbed a second core set, to be honest, just to have more options. But 99% of people are never going to do that. So I want to play the game kind of as it's intended. And once you start getting expansion packs, there's less need on the core set cards. So it's just, I have trouble usually getting through that like month or 2 months, sometimes even 3 or 4 months with Fantasy Flight games if they have delays and stuff, where you're just playing with that core set content. And then you want to like deck build even more. And then you look at, and sometimes you have cards that you don't have enough of to build 2 decks, or you want to share an awesome card. Like let's say Helicarrier. Let's say you want to have 2 of that in everybody's deck to be more consistent, which I do, to be honest. Only 1 in this deck I'm playing today though, but I think 2 is the right number for that card. And If I was playing 3-player like we did the other night on stream, well, I only have 4 copies of that card, so yeah. So the way they say they give you like full sets for 4 players, they didn't really. They didn't really, because 4 players can't deck build out of the box, really. You can like tweak with like a handful of leftover cards, but yeah, I like to have all the options in front of me for playing at like any player count I want to play at, so mostly looking at how you have multiple copies of those neutrals. Yeah, the neutrals really like choke it more, I think, but then I learned, I didn't know in the first stream I was talking about like having Nick Fury's multiples in the deck, but then I realized there's a deck building limit on the uniques, so I didn't realize that. So that solves that problem. But yeah, sometimes I like to have just multiple decks of even the same character built, and I only have 1 Carol Danvers card, and maybe I'd like to have 2 built that I'm like kind of working on, but it's a co-op LCG, so I'm not as worried. But if it was competitive, yeah, or if I was going to play at a store every week, you know, I maybe want to bring a couple options. If I was really like, let's say, into Iron Man, maybe I want to have 2 different builds of him. Yes, I can just switch the cards out, use the same sleeves and everything, but when you just like sit down, you want to just get playing quick. Sometimes I like to just, you know, buy a second core set for that kind of stuff, but that's a first world problem, and we're not going to worry about that. But yeah, good question, Jeff. Thank you. I kind of want to build a Protection Spider-Man. Now, Protection, I was playing that last night for the first time. And where are those cards? Nope, I was playing Leadership. Never mind. I tried Protection the other day, and I forget who it was with. But I want to refresh my memory, because I have very little experience with Protection. Okay. Oh, yes. So when revealed, oh, canceling effects and stuff. Yes. Healing, yes. Makes sense. Of course, Protection, yeah. But yeah, canceling effects, I love that in games where you just like say, nope, no when revealed for you. Luke Cage with some toughness. Black Widow. When the card is revealed from the encounter deck, she can spend a mental resource to cancel the effects of that card and discard it. Beautiful. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff, like more control-y stuff. Giving some defense out. Going for the long game more often. Counter punch. After your hero defends an attack against enemy, deal damage to that enemy equal to your hero's attack. Yeah, a little retaliate action there. I like that. So yeah, just playing more defensive. I like that. That's cool. Maybe we can try that next. Maybe I'll look for a protection deck to play next on the stream. Maybe I'll do Spider-Man and see. Spider-Man defense for 3 base and already got evasive maneuver. Yeah, that's true. The backflip. Yeah, that's maybe something we can look at after we play this Ultron and get our face smashed. Okay. So, yes, deck's built. We'll shuffle that a little more in a bit. Actually, what we can do, so let's find out what we need to build Ultron. Ultron, right there on your right. So surprise, we need Ultron. We'll do Ultron Standard, obviously, our first time trying Ultron. Where is it here? 1 and 2. Okay, let's see what Ultron 1 and 2 do. So they have 1 scheme, 2 attack with a star, 2 scheme, 2 attack with a star, and it looks like we have a force response on the first wave. After Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme, or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Okay. And then the second one does forced interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. And until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. Oh boy. So you'll have to deal with these stupid drone minion face down cards. Kind of keep those in control, or else this guy gets super powerful. Interesting. Okay. So we don't need level 3, obviously. Okay. What's he got here scheme-wise? 1A and 1B. Crimson Cowl, Assault. Main scheme deck should be 3. Oh, right here. All right, the Crimson Cowl. So we'll throw that on 1A. Then we have Assault on NORAD, which is our B. 2, and then 3 we have Countdown to Oblivion, which let's see how these flow. So set up for the first one, put the Ultron Drones environment into play. Shuffle the encounter deck, advance the stage. So Ultron Drones environment card right here. Each face down drone minion engaged with the player has a base scheme of 1, attack of 1, and base hit points of 1. Then has a force response after a face down drone minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. Since they're coming off my deck, it makes sense. Sure, we'll throw that up there for now. Actually, let's throw it here to remind ourselves. And what's this guy's hit points? He's starting at 17 and 22 per player on the second part. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Then we need his whole encounter set. Which 1, 2, 7, 4, 5, 6, and 3 would be his third card. So let's deal with this in a sec. Let's just make sure we have all the cards. So 8 through 25. Oh man, I don't even know what's going to be in here. I'm not going to look through all these cards one by one, but we'll just shuffle those in a sec with our other stuff. Standard encounter set, so I need to get that out of the Rhino stuff. Of course, we get stupid cards like Advance. Scheming out of nowhere. Standard. Okay. So we should have, looks like 7 cards. Yep. So shuffle those in a minute. Under attack, counter set, modular difficulty 3. Would that be in here? Under attack, 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And that is that. Oh, and we'll throw in our family emergency for good times. And throw these out of the way. And that's out of the way. This I don't really need right now. Let's throw that here. That's there. Let's go. Our health is 12. And sure. We have 2. Let's go here. Okay. So we're going to shuffle up some decks. Super exciting live stream footage here. Are you ready? Are you ready for some shuffling, some pile shuffling on live stream? And looks like we got water on this. So. But yeah. Jeff, do you have this game already? Do you have Marvel Champions LCG? And when did you get it? Did you get it like on launch if you got it? What have you played so far? What have you tried? Who's your favorite hero? Anything. What's up? Kill some downtime while we're shuffling here. And should you be working right now instead of watching me stream? Renee got it on Friday. Okay, okay. So you're still living, is Renee still your roommate and you're able to game with him? You guys playing 2-player a lot? 3-player, 4-player? It's always good when you have another gamer in the house. Okay. Let's shuffle. Yeah, still roommate and currently off. Ah, nice. Okay. Played twice, 2 and 3 players. Ah, okay, okay. Nice. Okay, so yeah. If I lose quick, then we'll just shuffle up and try again. But if we go down to the wire, just play the Spider-Man. Haha, nice. Yeah, Spider-Man's cool. I tried him with like the starter deck, like that little starter deck they give you right out of the box they tell you to play with. That's the only Spider-Man I've played. It's just that one game to learn. But I do want to get back to trying him. He seems pretty like well-rounded. Let's see. Game Rules says Paul's got. We played against Ultron on the live stream on Friday. I didn't look at anything beforehand. Yeah. I'm not gonna look through his encounter cards, but I definitely want to know what's up because yeah, you definitely need to like know what you're in for before you start like blowing cards as resources that you need to be saving, and it also helps a little bit on the mulligan. Yeah. I mean, the first time, yeah, we can go full surprise, but I've already looked at some of the stuff here. Well, I guess just his abilities and this stuff, it's all set up. Yeah, okay, so let's go without looking. So we put that into play, and then it's advanced to stage 1B. Okay, the Crimson Cowl. Ultron is using the components Claw delivered in order to build an army of Ultron drones. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. And it starts with 0 threat on this one. So here we go. Drone minion. Very creative. FFG using face down cards. Again, in another game. Not impressed. I guess it's better than tokens, though. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? She-Hulk is where it's at. Yeah, Kyle was on our live stream playing 3-player the other day. Hopefully he's back to play again soon, and we can do some more 3-player. But yeah, he likes She-Hulk. But now Mel wants to play She-Hulk, so she might steal him from, or steal her from you, and you'll be forced to play someone else, like boring old Spider-Man or Black Panther, or Iron Man even. I'll try something different too. We also just use the basic decks. Yeah, I don't know. I love deck building in these LCGs, these competitive LCGs. That's the thing, and the fact, of course, that actually has some deck building options. I really hate playing with the starter decks in any game, but I did it just to entertain this game, and I did it to kind of like get other players to learn, but I never liked them. I played enough competitive LCGs and cooperative LCGs over the years that those starter decks just feel like very inefficient. And why would I would play a different type of game if I didn't want to deck build. So I rushed into the deck building as fast as I could. All right, I'll try someone else. Sorry, Kyle. All right, so we're trying Carol Danvers custom deck. I dropped it in the description below if you guys want to look at the deck. Read the description that Ben did, who built the deck, and why he put cards in there. But we played it twice yesterday on stream. I had a fun time with it. It was a great way to introduce myself to Carol Danvers. So we're continuing on. We played against Rhino, played against Claw. Now I'm playing against Ultron for the first time here and trying this out. So, yeah, let's draw our cards. So we're going to get 6 of these bad boys. Okay. So we got a minion in face with us. It's scheme of 1, attack of 1, and hit points of 1. So pretty easy to take out, but it's a waste of an attack to have to fight that instead of him. So definite distraction tactic. And we have to remember he schemes only for 1 with a boost, and the attack's only a 2, but with a boost. And after he attacks, you choose a threat to put on there, or you choose to put another minion in play. And the crazy part is the first card is only 3 threat per player. So that is going to go up real fast. And this card's going to be here for like a couple turns, if that. So I might have to stay in hero form as quickly as possible, but she doesn't have much build up other than her Cosmic Blast thing, but or Energy Channel, which I have right now, actually. So let me check it out here. Starting with some good resources. Jessica Jones, you probably can get her in play. She has 2 attack. She can maybe deal some minions. I need to use my allies to be dealing with minions and distracting that stuff. I don't know how much like mass damage I have in this deck, to be honest. So I might have to waste things like haymakers just to get rid of minions, but maybe this is one where I just try to play as quick and fast and smash him as fast as I can and not worry about the 3 schemes. And it could, like, I don't know what's coming up, but there's probably some trickery where you probably want to get through this scheme quick. I don't know. I'm just thinking like Lord of the Rings LCG and the kind of crazy stuff they do in that game, where like sometimes you want to rush through certain phases of an adventure versus slow down in others, and it actually will lead to better success if you figure that out and not just rush it. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Energy Channel, and we'll just keep our hand. Let's slap down an Energy Channel. We're going to draw a card actually off Carol Danvers. Probably should have done that first. All right, we got her helmet. So we're going to play Genius to get the helmet into play. So she gets extra couple defense if I get the aerial trait going, but at least she has one extra defense right now. Okay, so let's do... I could just go crazy on Energy Channel, but I think I want to get Jessica Jones into play. So let's just do Jessica Jones, and we'll spend the 3 for that. And then we'll do Haymaker to put a token on Energy Channel to build that up. And then Jessica Jones is going to just attack this thing here. This goes in, oh, Cosmic Flight. No. I could have used that card. Gives her the aerial trait. So I get a dig for the other one now. Okay, so she will take a damage back. And then we will flip. And we will attack 2 on Ultron. And he doesn't have any kind of retaliate or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's draw up to 5. Okay, it's ready up. Let's pass it over to Ultron, who's going to do some scheming. Well, I'll put a threat on here at the start. And then he looks at me, I'm hero form, so he's going to attack 2 with a boost. And we could get a minion, but do we just put a threat on the scheme? I think we do a threat on the scheme. And should I defend already? No, I'll let this one go through, which is a 1 boost, so we lose 3. And why I want to lose 3 on purpose is then I get Captain Marvel's ability going where I can heal her up, draw some cards. Just kind of cycle through my deck. Where is it? After Ultron attacks you, choose to either put 1 threat on the main scheme or a top-down card faced with you as a minion. We'll just do the scheme, and then he will throw an encounter card at me. Oh, he schemes. Damn it. I was hoping that card wouldn't be there. So he schemes for 2. So he obviously completes this one. Unfortunately, that was the gamble. Shouldn't have done that, but I didn't know that card was going to come. All right, so where is it here? So this one goes away. And that's going to be Assault on NORAD. As you pursue Ultron, you receive a distress call from the North American Aerospace Defense Command in Colorado. They are besieged by an army of Ultron drones. When revealed, each player puts a top card of their deck into play, face down, engage them as a drone minion. Real creative. All right, we're just going to have this happen over and over again, I guess. Advance to stage 2B. If Ultron gains control of NORAD, he will have access to the United States Ballistic Missile Command. All right, force response. After placing a threat, cure. During step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Wow, okay. So at least it's 10 per player on this one. When it comes in at 0 on it, it's going to get +1 added to it, and then we got to deal with that force response crap. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Oh, got my second energy channel. Well, that's sucky. Okay. Because I'm going to only have 1 in play per player. All right. So that was him scheming. He is done. Over to my turn. Of course, I get 4 Justice, Power of Justice, and I have no threat to remove right now. So that happens sometimes. We get Heroic Intuition going instead, maybe, to help with some thwarting. And Interrogation Room. That can also... Oh, Interrogation Room, super good. After you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room to move one threat from a scheme. Well, if he's throwing face-down minions at me over and over again, that will feed right into that. So that is a super important card. I should have mulliganed for that, actually. So, in that case, we are going to go that route. So let's just think here. We're going to do the heal up off Captain Marvel for 1. We'll get her back up to 10. We'll do her ability. Getting rid of an energy resource. And that's going to let us draw a card. Photonic Blast, that's a good card, but is it what I need right now? I don't know. I don't think so. So let's go, we'll toss an energy channel to pay for Interrogation Room. Okay. Then we'll play Power of Justice, which acts as 2 wilds to pay for Heroic Intuition to give me my hero +1 thwart. Then I'm just sitting on this card. But I think I want him to scheme this turn. So let's throw... I mean, it doesn't really matter. Jessica Jones is going to fight this minion, which is Mockingbird. Goes back in my deck. She takes a damage. Okay. Then, I guess... I'll just fight Ultron for 2, down to 13. And Interrogation Room doesn't matter, it's got no threat going on, so that'll come into play later. Alright, let's flip. We'll draw a card off her Alter Ego ability. There's my other Interrogation Room, but only 1 per player. But it does have an energy resource, which is great for her other ability, or I'll just spend it right now for another energy channel token. Photonic Blast, I probably should just hold on to that. That is very good to get some card draw going off of a 5 damage attack. I really like this card a lot. It costs 3 though, a little rough, but the fact it draws you back a card can kind of smooth out your deck and get you playing more on a turn. So I'll keep that. And let's go draw back up. We'll get up to 6, so we draw 5 more. There's another Photonic Blast. Alpha Flight Station, love that for card draw. We got Daredevil, First Aid, and an Emergency. Okay, so there's our 6 cards. I was curious. All right, so we'll ready up, and then we're going to go over to him, who's going to put 1 on the threat here. After placing a threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play face down, engage them as a draw minion. I will do that just to get Interrogation Room going, I think. Seems good, because I can just fight that thing, and then I get to thwart. But then I could also not do that, put more on there and just thwart straight up. But she's only thwarting for 1. So, and this way he's not putting any extra threat on there anyway. So I don't know what's more efficient. I could think about it for a minute, but we'll just for now take the face down drone, I think. Okay, then he's going to scheme. So 1 scheme plus 3. What the heck? There's 3 on cards? Oh no. Oh, that's something I just learned. Okay, so he could hit even harder. That's bad. Okay, so he's going to put 4 on there. So that is crazy that I can go up that fast. And this response is only after it's placed during step 1 of the villain phase. You trigger this. Okay, then in the counter card, Treachery, when revealed, if an alter ego, it gains Surge. And the Rage of Ultron Treachery, when revealed, alter ego, Ultron schemes. Discard the top card of your deck for each threat placed this way. So we scheme for 1 plus nothing. So only 1. So I discard First Aid. That's fine. So he puts 6 total now in 1 phase, 6 threat, just like that. That's disgusting. And if I chose not to take this drone, he'd have 2 more on there. Wow. Wow. Yep. Ultron's a thing. Okay. Back to my turn. Let's draw our card off Carol Danvers' ability to start. See what options we get. We got a 4 Justice. Well, hello. That can help me get some extra threat off there. I do have mental resources and first aid. That's good. So let's do it this way. Let's do it So we're going to spend... I do have 2 energy. I can put 2 more tokens on energy channel. So I can hit Ultron. That's an 8 hit. But let's see if I can get more going. Okay, so we're going to use... how do we get some draw going here? We got Alpha Flight Station, which can help us with some draw. I wish I had my helicarrier, but I have a feeling that is going to come out as a drone minion and totally mess me up, and I'll never see it. But, okay. So we need to save a mental resource to remove 4 threat for 4 justice. And I do have some thwart happening here. So let's think. So let's just... No, let's get some cards going first. See what happens. I could flip, though. I don't think I have any alter ego stuff other than Flight Station, but maybe I'll do that first. So let's do... I'm going to toss... a Daredevil thwarting and dealing a damage to an enemy is super powerful against these minions. But he is expensive. Expensive. Okay. Photonic Blast. That is some way I can draw a card. But I think I'm actually going to toss 1. And I'm going to pay for Alpha Flight Station. Okay. And I can exhaust that to choose and discard a card from my hand to draw 1 card or 2 instead if I'm in Carol Danvers form. So let's discard. Yeah, these are all great cards. I'm going to discard Emergency. Discard this to draw 2. There's Strength and another Photonic Blast. Okay, Strength is some good resources I need. Possibly get Daredevil into play. Okay, so let's just use... probably can't get him into play, but we'll see. And 4 Justice is my only lightning resource. My energy resource, sorry. Let's see here. Okay. Let's do a Photonic Blast. Yeah. Let's do a Photonic Blast. Oh, but I don't have an energy card to play with it to draw. No, let's not do that. Let's do 4 Justice, because it's more of a threat right now. Where we'll play this. And what else do we need to play for it? First Aid. So those 2 resources to pay for this to remove 4 threat because I used the mental resource. Okay, that seems a little more under control right now. Now I could like 1 shy here of playing Daredevil, but I'm going to be attacked unless I just stay in this mode. But I want her to... I think she needs to attack. And then I could possibly defend. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's flip. 1 short on the Daredevil. No energy to draw. So... I could do a blast. Doesn't draw me a card, but it is something. Or I hold these and get Daredevil out next turn, assuming I still have these cards all in hand. No, let's go heavy on the draw. Let's do it. Let's just burn Daredevil and Strength to play a Photonic Blast to attack him for 5. So that throws him down to 8. And I didn't pay for it using an energy resource, so no card draw. Okay, so let's do... She only thwarts for 1. Let's just do her attack. Doesn't matter, really. She'll attack here. That kills her. So Jessica Jones did her job. Oh, there's Spider-Woman. That's too bad. All right. So a lot of my allies are in the discard pile right now. And here we will... Oh, yeah, sorry. I need to do Interrogation Room to remove a threat after defeating a minion. Okay. She is going to just attack for 2, down to 6. Could do another 4 here. I didn't realize I'd get him so low, but I'll hold off. Yep, and we'll just draw up to 5. And we'll ready up. And what do we get? We got Crisis Interdiction, another 4 Justice, Energy Absorption. Oh man, look at all that energy. Hopefully I don't lose it somehow. Okay, Interrogation Room I can toss. So I can do some card draw off her for sure. I can get more tokens on Energy Channel. I really wish I kept Daredevil in hand because I can pay for him now. But yeah, we'll see what we draw. We have some other draw effects, so we'll see. But we got the resources to pay for it, and pure energy right there in hand. Oh yeah, feels good. Okay, another reason I like to deck build versus playing the core set decks where it gives you a bunch of like inefficient energy numbers or inefficient resources. Okay, so on to his turn. We get 1 threat here. After that goes there, I can choose to get a face down drone or some more threat here. I'll just take the drone. I'm good. You scared me away last time going so much threat there. Then he is going to attack. So it'll be 2 plus a boost. I'm going to defend for, I don't have the aerial trait, so it's only for 2. Do I though? Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll defend. And it's +2. There's Family Emergency going away as a boost. That's sweet. So he deals a total of 4. So 2 gets through. I go down to 8. I wish I had the aerial trait, but that's still coming. Hopefully it's not in a drone. That's the risk, right? You're like, put cards come out as drones and you miss them. Okay. Then he's going to deal me in a counter card. Oh no, after Ultron attacks, choose either place 1 threat on the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play face down engaged with you as a drone. I'm okay with just 1 drone. I'll let him put a threat there. That's fine. Hopefully he doesn't scheme again right here. So this is a counter card. Caught off guard, treachery. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. Her having the extra thwart is good. Card draw is really good. Let's get rid of Heroic Intuition, I guess. Okay. All right, now my turn. So Captain Marvel's taking a nap. So I'll heal her up. Let's toss this for her ability. So let's give her up 9 total. I'll draw a card because it was an energy resource. We got a Haymaker. So the problem is, I mean, I could use Haymaker on this thing to then thwart, but I could use Haymaker just to deal more damage to this guy. Okay. So let's do, let's flip her. What do I have here? I have 4 Justice. Okay. So let's flip. We'll draw a card off her other ability. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. Those are hero actions. Those are hero actions. Let's not flip yet. I could just draw 1 card and discard. But all energy here. Okay, so let's do it this way. I could let him go 1 more turn before, and then that way I have a full energy channel to pop him when more efficiently. So let's just spend an energy absorption. We'll put the full 5 suite on energy channel. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have defended so that I had her first on my attack, but so we can pay 2. How do we do this? So I can move some threat for 2. So I could pay for 4 Justice with energy absorption, or I could pay for Haymaker, but then either way, oh, let's just do this. Oh no, that doesn't get me the draw like I want. Let's discard a card and draw. So I guess threat right now is the thing. So let's just do that. Or I could use Haymaker to get rid of one threat off interrogation room by fighting this thing. Yeah, let's spend Crisis Interdiction, and we'll do a 4 Justice with Haymaker as a resource to get rid of all 3 threat. And we'll hold an energy absorption, I guess. Okay, let's flip. I'll draw a card off her ability. I got the Power of Justice, so some resource cards. But let's do Alpha Station to discard this card, draw 2 because I'm in Carol Danvers form. Double Crisis Interdiction. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get that aerial trait going, I think. But, okay, so that's that. Let's draw up to 6. Do I toss one of these away? I think so. Let's toss one. We'll draw. There's Cosmic Flight. Beautiful. So I need to shuffle my deck. And then we're going to get an extra encounter card dealt to me because I just drew through my deck. And we'll deal with that in the villain phase. My 6th card is Genius. Okay, and we ready up. Okay. Then he will throw 1 on the threat. Then we decide to put 2 more threat there or get a face down minion. 2 threats big. So I'm going to take... No, let's take the threat. I think we're more ready for threat right now. Yeah, we kind of are. Okay, so let's let the threat happen. So 2 will be added. Then he is going to scheme, actually, which, yeah, that's probably bad, but that's fine. 1 plus boost. It's a star. Choose to either spend a energy resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down engage with you as a drone. So he only schemes for 1. But I'm actually going to spend emergency. I could prevent a threat, but I'm going to use it as the energy resource to prevent a drone from happening. That is fine with me. Okay. Then he'll have a card come and engage with me. So we'll do the first one in the queue first, obviously. When revealed, this is repair sequence. When revealed, Ultron heals 2 damage from each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed this way, it gains surge. So let's put that in the queue. We'll deal with the next one. Android efficiency. When revealed, each player puts the top card of the deck into play face down engaged with them as a drone minion. Great. Oh, I forgot I already had a drone. So that should have done 1 scheme also. Yes. So when he went, yeah. Yes. And this last one, an attachment for Ultron. Attached to Ultron. Oh, attached to the Ultron drone's environment card. Each face down drone minion gets +1 attack, +1 hit point. Oh, that sucks. Or I can spend 1 of each energy resource to discard this card. Well, that seems sucky. Okay, my turn. Let's start by drawing a card off Carol Danvers. Jessica Jones is back. Okay. I wish I had a different ally, though, because she is not the greatest. She's cool, but... So you know what? Do we just toss her? Do we just toss her? But if we get her in play, so she can attack for 2. She can attack for 2. He still needs 6. Like, I want to pop him and then hit him with energy channel right after. So how do we do this? I can haymaker him for 3, but +2 is still not enough. Maybe we can. Good card draw off Alpha Flight Station. Throw away 1 for 2. I feel like I'm going to toss away a Crisis Interdiction. Yep. To draw 2 cards off this. There's Daredevil. Okay. First aid. All right. Okay, so let's get her lined up with the aerial trait. We'll toss Genius to throw in Cosmic Flight. So I can also prevent 3 damage if needed by discarding this. But she's got the aerial trait, so now she's got 2 extra defense, which is sweet. Okay, let's get Daredevil going. That seems cool. And we're going to do that by throwing away Jessica Jones and Energy Absorption to get Daredevil into play. And when we flip her, which we'll do right now, let's flip. We're going to discard a... let's heal her with a haymaker. Up to 10. We'll get to draw a card. Mockingbird. Okay. All right. So let's do a thwart with Daredevil, which will get rid of 2. Give him a damage. And after Daredevil thwarts an enemy, deal a damage to an enemy. There's a 4 Justice. That was out as a drone. Then I'll use... Oh, they are 2 damage, right? 2 health now? Yep, +1 hit point. Yep. Forgot about that. So does he just attack? Nah, the thwart's good. Yeah. Captain Marvel, unfortunately, will just fight this one. Attacking him for 2. Taking out Nick Fury. It was a drone. All right. And then I'll use Interrogation Room to remove a threat. Down to 2 there. I'll keep first aid. That'll be great for him. Mockingbird coming into play, stunning an enemy. That'd be good to stop his attack. But I have no way of doing that right now. So I will actually just hold those cards. I'll draw 3 more. Okay. Ready up. Okay. Then he will drop a threat here. And I will let him put another drone into play. No. No. You can put 2 threat on the scheme. Okay. Now he's going to attack. I'll defend. Captain Marvel. Defending for 3. And I block all but 1. Okay. And then this will attack, and it gets an extra attack. So it will hit me for 2 more. Down to 7. Okay. Oh, I forgot his response. Put 1 threat on the main scheme, which I think I'll do. He's up to 6 though. It's a risk. All right, encounter card time. Advanced Ultra Drone Minion Guard. Forced Interrupt. When Advanced Ultra Drone Minion is defeated, the engaged player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So he's guard also. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay. Okay, I got my second energy channel coming, so that's a thing. Yep, might have to pop this in efficiently to get rid of this problem here. Okay. Yep, might be stuck. Okay. That's their go. So back over to me. I mean, this guy's only a 1/1, which isn't the worst, but it stops me from hitting the main villain. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I got a haymaker for him, but I still need 1 more damage on him. I might use Daredevil for that. Okay. Okay. So you know what? Energy channel. I think we're gonna have to dump it. Well, we're definitely heroic intuition for the extra thwart is interesting, but I think at this point it's not what's going to be happening. So let's heal Captain Marvel for 1, up to 8. We'll draw a card. We get a crisis interdiction. Daredevil is going to let's thwart. So we get rid of 2 off here. He takes the damage. Okay, then he'll deal the damage to an enemy, which I think will do 1 to this guy. Okay. Let's do. Could heal Daredevil. Crisis interdiction. No, he can scheme. That's fine. All right. So let's do. Energy channel and crisis interdiction to pay for haymaker. We'll punch this guy. He's gone. We'll use interrogation room to remove a threat from here after defeating a minion. Let's get rid of Mockingbird, I guess. To pay for first aid, we'll heal 2 off of a character. So Daredevil's back up to full. Let's do the heroic action. We'll pop energy channel. We'll do 10 damage, which is enough to kill this guy. Yeah. So first wave gone. Second one's coming out at 22. Okay. And then this one is forced interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck in play, face down, engage with you as a drone minion, so no choice. And then until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion in play, engage with you. But I think I want him to scheme right now. So let's flip. I'll draw. Then let's do Alpha Flight Station to exhaust. Discard this card, draw 2. Crisis Interdiction and Interrogation Room. Don't really help. But they both energy. Okay. Then I'll draw up 4 more cards. Do I discard one of these? Let's discard Interrogation Room. So let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's another Interrogation Room. Photonic Blast, First Aid, Power of Justice, and Crisis Interdiction. So the Photonic Blast, wish I had that to finish him off or hit that other guy instead, but I did not. So there it is. I have the energy to pay for it and energy absorption right now, which is great. So ready up. Okay. Now he will put a threat over here. And let's let it put a... If I put a drone in and it schemes, it only has 1 scheme right now. Instead of placing 2 threat. Yeah, let's take a drone. Let's take a drone. I want to get through my deck quicker because I need to get to those energy channels, so letting drones come off the deck is fine, I think. Because I know they're both in my discard pile. Energy channel, yeah. Okay, now he is going to scheme. He's 2 scheme now. Ooh, he's going to get through this assault on NORAD. I feel it right here. So he's going to scheme for 2+ a star boost. Choose either spend a physical resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down engaged as a drone minion. Oh, the only thing is Photonic Blast. So I could fight, I could deal a damage to kill 1 here. So I could attack 1 with him, deal damage to the other. I'll just take face down. I want to get through my deck, I think. I mean, it's super risky. I got to get them out of play before he attacks again. Hopefully he doesn't attack right here off the encounter card. He'll scheme 2 on the main scheme. Encounter card. Attachment. Attach the Ultra Drone's environment. Each face down drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point. Oh my god, that's bad. That is bad. That is bad. So they're all 3 hit points now. Very bad. Very bad. Yeah, I didn't know that was the thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we can just focus on minions right now. That would not be bad. And then land in hero mode after. Okay, let's start by drawing a card. Photon Blast number 2. Photonic Blast. So she needs to be fighty-fighty. Let's do some card draw first before we flip. I think we toss. Could reduce their hit points because I could spend a wild off of Power Justice plus like whatever. These 3, I can get rid of 1 of these attachments, put them back down to 2, kind of make it easier for myself. Let's just toss an interrogation room for Alpha Flight Station. Draw 2 cards. Let's plow through the deck here. Emergency. Okay. So if I do that, I can fight one away with Daredevil, damage the other. Oh no, only if he thwarts. Only if he thwarts. Only if he thwarts. Alright, I think we have to get rid of one of these attachments. Unfortunately. Yep. Okay, let's flip. Let's heal her with emergency. 1 up to 9. I'll draw a card. Spider-Woman. After she enters play, confuse the villain. So that's less scheming, but he's not going to be scheming this turn. But having another minion in play that can fight these jerks would be huge. Okay, so let's think this through. Let's get... we'll probably play this. It's a wild. And this. And then whatever we don't want. First aid's kind of good, but I think we'll toss it right now. So we'll do mental, we'll make this an energy, and we'll make this wild a physical. All 3 spent. We'll get rid of one of these stupid attachments. So they're back down to 2 hit points, 2 attack. So they're a little more manageable. And they don't hit as hard, which they would all attack right now. So, so as much as I want to play a Photonic Blast, maybe I should. So I could play that for 2 cards, I get 1 back, and that's still enough to get Spider-Woman into play. Unless something goes wrong there, I'm not thinking. Alright, so let's do a Photonic Blast with energy absorption. We'll deal 5 to this one. It gets a Haymaker back. I'll draw a card because I played with an energy resource. Ooh, there's another Photonic Blast. Okay, so let's toss these 3 cards to get Spider-Woman into play. When she comes into play, we'll confuse this guy. Okay, Daredevil, he's going to thwart 2 away from the scheme, and he'll deal 1 damage to this guy. And it's a 4 Justice back in the deck. Spider-Woman, she is going to... they both are 2 and 2 on their stats. I want to get rid of this and thwart that. So it doesn't really matter. I don't see any extra... Oh, I should have done Interrogation Room off defeating a minion. Okay, so she is going to attack this drone, which was strength. Take 1. Captain Marvel will thwart down to 1. Feels okay, although I'm about to get attacked. But it shouldn't be as hard. He's only attacking for 2, and then I get a face down drone until the end of this attack. Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with him. So he's obviously going to get a +1 automatically from that drone coming in. So let's ready up, and we'll draw up to 5. And does that get me through my deck? Yes, it does. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Second time around, and that will give me another encounter card in the queue for later. Love the card draw in this deck. So good. But also getting through the deck faster because he keeps putting minions into play. And that's what's doing that. Alright. So let's see. We got Energy Emergency, 4 Justice, Cosmic Flight, and another Heroic Intuition. Okay. Let's see. Do we have ways of dealing with threat? Yes, we have 4 Justice, as long as we keep it in hand. We have a little bit of heal. I can stop him. He's not going to scheme right away, but I do have emergency just in case when the villain schemes, if he does. Oh, he's confused anyway, so it wouldn't happen. Okay. I think we're going to defend the attack with one of these guys too. I think we're going to do a Spider-Woman. Or maybe not. Could just defend. Okay. One threat here. We'll add 2 more threat. Off the force response here. He will go. He's going to attack. He'll get a boost. So he's 2. Plus after when Ultron attacks you, put the top card of my deck in play as a minion. Okay. So that's going to give him +1 for each drone in play. And I'm going to get attacked by this drone for 2. So I think Spider-Woman's going to have to jump in front here. And it's going to be a +2. Oh, thankfully Shadow of the Past came through as a boost card. I do not need my Nemesis deck punching me in the face in this playthrough. Okay. So she obviously gets ripped apart. The attack doesn't have overkill, so she'll just die fully. Thanks, Spider-Woman. Then we did all that. This thing will go and attack me for 2. Sure. I'll just drop down to 7. And then encounter card into the queue. We'll do the first one. Ooh, we got a side scheme finally. It's going to get 2 threat plus 2, or 2 per player. And then when revealed, the first player puts 2 cards of their deck into play face down, engage with them as drone minions. Oh boy. Oh boy. And it's going to add an extra encounter card in the next villain phase. Oh man. Only 2 per player on it though. That's not the worst. Now I need those crisis interdictions that I've been tossing away. Oh man. Okay. So top 2 cards into play as minions. Great. Great. So we need to rush this as fast as we can. And then the next one. Oh, another side scheme. Oh man. Coming with 4. Yep. It's about to get out of control. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Place 1 threat here for each drone minion in play. Oh my god. So now there's 4. So I put 4 more on there. So let's take away 1, put a 5. It says 8 threat on there. Okay, I'm going to lose quick unless I just beat him. So punchy time if I can even. I don't have an energy channel going, so that's going to be tough. And I won't be able to handle attacks. I mean, this attack, oh, it's multiple attacks. Yeah, how the hell do I get through this? Yeah, I don't know if I'm equipped for that. Okay, so let's... Wow. Okay, let's heal her. Draw a card. And go up to 8. Let's... Yeah, he's not doing enough here. Let's thwart. Get rid of this one. And puts a damage on him. And then he'll put a damage... Let's just do a damage on Ultron, down to 21. Wow. Okay. Let's use Heroic Intuition and Cosmic Flight. Oh no, let's just do Power of Justice to pay for 4 Justice. That will do, and we'll pretend the wild is a mental or whatever, so we'll get rid of. Let's just do 4 off the main scheme. Yep. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. And she is going to attack a drone. Let's just do the first one. A strength. Oh, okay. And then I'll do interrogation room. We'll take one threat off of here. Okay. Yeah, I need some more punchy, but I have to flip to get more cards going. Unless I just use Alpha Flight Station on this side. But I'm okay with him scheming right now because he'll just be confused. So we're going to flip anyway, I think. We'll draw a card off her ability. First aid. Okay, I can heal Daredevil. Let's do Alpha Flight Station. We'll discard Heroic Intuition. Draw 2. Another interrogation room. Energy channel. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that changes things. Because I could load 4 onto it right now. Which I will do. Yep, let's spend 4 energy. And throw 4 on it right away. And I don't have anything to pay for the first aid, but I would love to heal him, but maybe I do 1 less on energy channel. Yeah, let's do 1 less on there. And we'll just say I use interrogation room to pay for first aid to heal up Daredevil. Or do I do Carol Danvers? No, I think that's fine. Okay, because I have this as a backup to toss, even though I just saw the other Cosmic Flake go by. That's 3 damage I can prevent. All right, 6 cards. Where to get? Interrogation Room, Photonic Blast, Haymaker, Energy Absorption, Genius, and Nick Fury. Lots of energy stuff. I can play some of that stuff. Okay, that looks like a good hand. All right, so already up. Yeah, that'll be good because I can set up a Nick Fury to defend on attack next turn. Maybe I can recover with her to get her full health. Okay. So he's going to threat on here. I'll let him put more threat on there off the force response. And, oh, and there's 1 extra from this because it's acceleration. He will go to scheme, but he is confused. There's no scheme for you. These guys all have 1 scheme each. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Up to 7 on the main scheme. Counter card. No reaction, that's only on attack. Oh, another attachment. Attached to Ultron this time. Force response. After Ultron schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. Hero action. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 mental resources to discard this card. And he gets +1 scheme off the attachment. Yep. I start thinking about finishing blows soon. So, oh man. Yeah, maybe I can just do a Nick Fury. What's he do? Damage 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 with 2 more energy. Oh, that puts him 3 away. Oh, and I got a Haymaker and a Photonic Blast. I might be able to take him out right here. I think I got to do it. I can't let it go on any longer. This is crazy. So, it's my turn now. He's done his encounter card. Right? Did he do that? Yeah, it was the attachment. Yes, okay. All right. Start off, draw. Crisis Interdiction. That's not bad either, but I don't think I need to go that far. So, Let's do... Let's do some draw off Alpha Flight Station while we're still in alter ego form. I think I'm going to toss Interrogation Room. Draw 2 more. Crisis Interdiction. Emergency. Okay, all energy resources. That's all good. So let's toss those 2 to put 2 more onto our energy channel, putting it up to 5. Right where we want it. Let's pop that energy channel. Why not? To deal 10 damage. Yeah, deal 2 damage to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter on here. So he's going to drop to 11. Okay. Then I could Photonic Blast him for 5. But let me just think. Yeah, I think that's the thing. So let's Photonic Blast him using energy resources 3. So we hit him for 5, go down to 6. I also draw a card since I use an energy resource. Oh, I haven't flipped yet. I should be flipped. Sorry, I should be flipped. Hero action. Yes, and also the energy channel was a hero action. Should have been flipped. I flipped. I'm sorry. So I've done my one flip. And then we get a 4 justice off the draw on that one. And he's just 6 left. So I can do 2/2. I can do a Nick Fury for 4. And do I have enough to afford Nick Fury? Yes, I do. And a little bit to spare. All right, so let's pay 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to bring Nick Fury into play. He'll deal 4 damage to an enemy. Bringing it down to 2. Ultron. And then Captain Marvel will attack for 2 to do the final blow and punchy in the face. Boom. I don't think I messed anything up, but I did have extra stuff if I needed to. I don't think he has any retaliate or anything I had to worry about. Nope, that's when he schemes. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we beat him. Yep. Yeah, I could have thwarted. I actually would have fought drones probably to reduce all the attack coming at me if I couldn't do it this turn. I probably would have fought, kill them off, left him alone, leaving him a little low. Let's see what his next scheme was. Okay, let's say that went away. Now what would have this been? When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down, engage with them as a draw minion, advance to stage 3B. And that's it. Okay. Oh, 5 on the last one. 5 with +1 on this. Oh man. Yeah, I would not be able to. And then with the drones all scheming for 1. Yeah. Yeah, I would basically never be able to go back into alter ego mode. And once that came out, I don't think. But yeah, still at 8 health. I don't know, that's Ultron. His deck's pretty good. Doesn't hit as hard until it builds up those energy channels. And if I get her side scheme going, as we saw in the last playthrough, and you get Jan Rog, who does his treason, he can discard each energy resource from my hand. If you discard no cards this way, against Surge. I had that literally hit like 8 energy resources out of my hand twice in the playthrough yesterday. Disgusting. Especially when I had energy channels ready to go and stuff. But yeah, that is Ultron. So we beat Ultron on our first try, which is cool. But definitely, I don't know how many more turns I would have been able to last. But let's see our next few cards. Oh, Photonic Blast. That would have helped finish it off with an energy absorption coming. So even so, I would have been in this, taking an attack. I had minions that would have been able to take the big attacks, even if all the drones were involved. She would have been able to take a couple drone attacks. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if you can defend against drone attacks if I haven't defended already, or if you can have those attacks all be taken by allies or not. Like if minions are attacking you, that's the one thing I'm not sure. So I was just like, let them hit me. But, I mean, it's not the worst because then they don't hit you too hard. If a minion enters play, blah, blah, blah. Minion, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think I can just defend against it. Taking a break, so popping back in. Oh, you just missed this finish. What's happening? We literally just beat Ultron on our first try. He didn't even get to his last scheme. We were on, just finished, but I think we had like 8, maybe 5 to 8 threat on the main scheme. I was in hero form. He was about to do an attack. We had like 4 minions in play. I was about to get out of control, but I had a nice energy channel to take him down on the turn. I probably had enough to do probably close to 20 damage there on the last turn with my allies, Nick Fury come into playability, a full energy channel. I had a Haymaker lined up I could have done. I had a Photonic Blast. Basically, could have done like 20 plus energy to finish him off. He was down to like, I think like 16 or 11 or something though, but we finished him off. But yeah, that will be in archive form later. But yeah, we just beat him. So I was just looking up to try to find, Paul, maybe you know, can you defend against minion attacks? Like, I assume they're just regular attacks. Can I defend with my hero? Can I throw a ally in front of a minion attack? That I don't know. Ran out of time on Friday, but I think we would have done it. Oh, really? I started watching that stream, actually. You were playing with a couple new players in that one, right? Using all standard decks against Ultron. But I think we would have done it. I was expecting it to be harder, but we played with Bomb Scare. Oh, okay, so you dropped the difficulty down. That's down 2 levels, really, because that difficulty, Bomb Scare, is like difficulty 1. And they tell you to put together I think, a difficulty 3 on this one. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong book, but just looking for defend. Let me look for defend. So, let's see here. Rules reference. Defend defense. Okay. Some game effects and card abilities reference defense. There are a few different ways to defense can occur. A hero can use their basic defense power to defend against an attack. A hero must exhaust his power. The amount of damage dealt by the attack is reduced by the hero's death value, and any remaining damage is dealt to the defending hero. An ally can exhaust to defend an attack. Damage from an attack is dealt to the ally. Okay. Yeah, okay. Against an attack from anything. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I read through this stuff, but I just never really been in that situation too many times. Because I usually kill the minions pretty quick, so they're not usually attacking. But in this case, we had like 1,000 minions at a time, so it got a little scary. So I valued my allies, kept throwing them in and keeping them healed. If a triggered ability is labeled as defense, such as Hero Interrupt Defense, resolving that ability is considered a defense, unless specified by the ability's text. A hero does not exhaust when using such an ability. If a player defends an attack against another player with a card they control, that player becomes a new target of the attack. Ah, okay. Yes, that I all know. I know from the villain I do it all the time, but I just wasn't sure from other minions. But that does make sense. I would be in a real pickle there if I had like 5 minions all pounding on Captain Marvel in a row with extra attack off this stupid attachment. But yeah, that's Ultron. So, do we play Ultron again? And what deck do we use? What do we build here? I think we're going to build a deck and play again. I like Ultron. That's very cool. Very cool. This goes back in. This is 1A. So let's reset Ultron. This is going to be Ultron Day. Let's throw Ultron 2 back under. Let's throw this here. I think we're good. And we need to get out her. Yeah, I think I was lucky not to get my Nemesis side scheme thrown in there. That was kind of huge. That passed us by as a boost. Let's see here. And if you defend against a villain attack and the boost card is a negative effect, it affects you and not the player originally attacked. Oh, that is good to know. That is good to know. Okay. So if someone else defended for me, they just take the attack damage, but if the effect makes me make a choice or punishes me, I would do it. That makes sense. Yeah, because then that would scare away. If it was so harsh where it would affect the player who had defended, then it's like people aren't going to want to defend for other people as much if they're taking it on. So then, yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't punish the other players for helping you. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so we are going to, let's go and figure out a new deck to play. So let's go to deck list. Let's see what's recent. Black Panther Protection Meowcat. So what was Jeff saying earlier in the chat? He was saying he wants to do Spider-Man Protection. I don't know, man. But you know who would have been good against all these drones is Hulk. And last night, my daughter, she was playing Captain Marvel with Aggression, and the deck was all built around Hulk. So to like reduce his chance of leaving play. And I do not remember. It was on here though, because we quickly put it together. She wanted to play after dinner. I was like, well, what? You want to play right now? I'm caught off guard here. I have no decks ready. So I quickly grabbed one off here. But it was a multiplayer. Maybe I searched multiplayer. Energy Channel Hulk. This was the one. Now, let's see if the search works today. So if I do cards and I do Hulk, does the search work? Oh, it does. Okay. It didn't yesterday when I picked classes. It wasn't working. So we know these are all going to be aggression, right? So who do we want to play solo with? Oh, Sack Bun. From Team Covenant. This is his deck here. Iron Hulk. Energy Channel Hulk. That's what I played last night. My daughter played. Iron Man Energy Solo. I like Iron Man. He's fun. Just a little slow to get going, but I love the card draw. Black Panther Aggression build. Repulsor Hulk. Iron Man Aggression core set deck for solo. Let's take a look at that one. Iron Man solo deck that can take down any of the 3 core set villains. Note the lack of uppercut and combat training as Iron Man doesn't benefit. We'd rather stack Haymaker and Emergency to get more energy resources and focus Iron Man's hero card on thwarting while his signature cards deal the damage. Sounds standard. But the only problem I see here is with Hulk, there is way too much mental resource in this deck list. Because when you have Hulk going, if you can see it there, you have to discard Hulk when you flip a mental resource off the top of the deck. So just based on that, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I believe it's good, but I am going to try to play with some Hulk fun. Assuming I even get him in play, he's probably going to get drawn as Ultron's minions, and I'll never get to see him. So maybe putting all my eggs in the Hulk basket is probably not smart, but it'd be more fun and entertaining, I think. Let's see. Some older decks here. Older decks. We want recent, I think, for people who actually have played the game, not people building decks based on assumptions. Iron Hulk, Energy Channel Hulk, Iron Man Energy Solo. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. All right. Yeah, see lots of chase them down. 3 chase them downs. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I just stick with Captain Marvel and do that aggression build. But the only problem is it didn't respond to threat very well. It was not there to deal with threat. So maybe I do need to look at more balanced deck, but this deck is mainly built around getting energy for repulsor blasts, but also making sure to have mental for rocket boots. Early game, you'll need to build up and get enough upgrades to be able to draw some cards after flipping to Iron Man. Changing to hero form lets you get your damage in and possibly thwart as well. Early playtesting is positive for this in solo. I don't know. Plaidman, how's it going? Question: if the encounter deck is accelerated by a scheme, and you have +2 players, how does the extra encounter get doled out? Is that a +1 encounter per player? No, it's +1 for +1 to the queue. So it would, if it added 1, the first player would get 1 card, second player gets 1 card, and then that third additional added card gets dealt to the next player in turn order, which in 2 player would go back around to the first player. If there was +2 side schemes that accelerated the deck, then the second player would get the 4th card. But it only adds 1 card to the deal. It just goes to the next player in turn order in a circle, basically. And I'm sure there'll be other villains in the future that'll have ways of doing that multiple times. So we'll learn it better when you have multiple out, because then you'll know, like, obviously that'd be killer if it was like 2 per player. But yeah. So that's how it works. And if I didn't explain it clearly, let me know. But yeah, it just adds 1 card to the total. Okay, you got it. All right. Yeah, just 1. I played the first time I played when we were learning, I played it where I did it wrong. And I wish there was more examples. I don't know if there's an example. Yeah, when you say accelerated. I think you just mean one of these. I assume plaid means this. Yeah, yeah. When you say acceleration, this is literally the term acceleration. This gets you more threat on the main scheme. This is an acceleration token. But I think plaid just means these symbols, which are called, what are they called? They're called a hazard symbol. Yeah, not an acceleration. Acceleration is just for threat. But I know what you mean. You're saying acceleration, like, you know, it speeds up the draw of the encounter cards. I'm sorry, I meant the symbol, not the token. Yes, we know. I knew what you meant, but yeah, Paul's correct. If you're being official, you got to use your terms, right? This acceleration is not related to that. Cool. All right. So we're good there. Okay. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out what deck to play here. Oh yeah, no, it's 1 more card to the queue. I wonder if we can find that actually. If we look at hazard, if it explains that correctly. Yeah, I played where it's too hard for myself. I also was playing when I first learned the game how the whole hit points actually adds health to you when you get plus hit points. And when the plus hit points card upgrade or whatever leaves, you lose those hit points that you in health also, not just in your ceiling of your maximum health. I learned that in our first stream, that I was totally playing in hard mode doing that. Hazard, did I pass it? Hazard icon, see side scheme. Okay, let me just flip away from this so I can scroll, because I won't be able to search side scheme. It'll be like, I'll just scroll really fast here so I don't make you guys feel sick when I scroll too quickly. Side scheme, here we go. So side scheme is an encounter card type that represents additional obstacles and distractions the heroes are confronted with. If a side scheme is revealed, enters play, place blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Crisis, acceleration. Here we go. For each side scheme with the hazard icon, an additional counter card is dealt during step 3. Just during the whole step, 1 additional counter card. No S on the end of cards. Additional cards are dealt in player order. First additional card to the first player, the second player, and etc. There you go. Because every player will always, even if you're playing 4-player, everyone gets 1 card in that phase. But if you have that +1 hazard, it will add 1 to that phase. So now you're dealing 5 cards. So that 5th card starts at the first additional player. The second card, if there was a second hazard icon. Yeah. It's like not clear. They should definitely, like, it's worded good if you're like literally like word by word, like really analyzing every paragraph. But the book is huge. And I've read through it twice now. And I still read stuff and just my comprehension just understood it differently, and it's different than most of their games. Like it's some weird concepts, but you have to like see it in action. There's not enough examples, I think, on some of this stuff. They should have had a little more examples on how it works. Maybe gone through a whole combat example and a whole gameplay example maybe in here, where it should have shown more situations like that. Because people like pictures, and that will help pop things out. But yeah. Okay. So who should we play as here? I love Iron Man. I have so much fun with him. Spider-Man Aggression core set deck for solo. Let's take a look at that one. Spider-Man Aggression deck for solo YouTube plays. Well, Kennedy Hawk probably has some YouTube videos. Search that guy up on YouTube. Let's see. Focus on big attacks and control threat by eliminating minions. You may even find it beneficial to leave a minion alive so you can use Spider Tracer or chase them down next turn. But again, so much mental that Hulk is not really doing what he does. But then again, it's not all about that, right? I don't know. I really like Justice builds. I really like controlling threat. But I want to try something different. Any recommendations in the chat? What you guys want to see? Just an aspect and a character, and we can just look in here, grab a deck, and go. But I don't know what I want to try. I think I want to go with Iron Man. Let's look at what Zach was doing here in his deck. Let's see. Oh, he's playing multiplayer with it, it says here. But yeah, he's very light on the mental. I love it to keep Hulk in play. Let's see. On launch weekend, I let the rest of the team choose their heroes and aspects first, and I was left with aggression. Started looking through the cards, decided to build deck completely about 2 cards, Hulk and Repulsor Blast, which we know, Repulsor Blast, where is it? I'm having trouble seeing, there it is, in gray. I'm looking at the red cards here, but it's a gray. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and discard the top 5 cards of their deck. Oh, this one with the energy, yeah, 2 additional damage per energy. I like that, but how is it dealing with threat? I know this guy can thwart 2 off the hop, but when you don't flip for a couple turns, like he is gonna have trouble with this first one being only 3. Like this is gonna get flipped right away. By the way, I use Card Game DB for stuff. It's kind of the official FFG one now, but not sure how many decks are on there. Yeah, Card Game DB. Yeah, I used Card Game DB before FFG started paying for the hosting on it, but let me see. That place is usually a ghost town for deck building. I'm not a fan of their deck builders and stuff over the years, but usually the community of an LCG will flock to other sites. Oh man, Behind the Throne still going? I haven't been to this site in like a couple of years now. Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh man. Memories. Warhammer 40K. Oh man. All right. All these old games I used to play. Okay, Marvel Champions has a site. I am shocked. I thought this site wouldn't be around anymore. Deck Builder. Oh, this Deck Builder's still the same. Oh man, it's been a long time. So let's go back. Nope, not the forums. We want to go back to the home page. Decks. Yesterday, October 23rd. Okay, some people are building on here. And that usually happens when a game's new because people don't know any better. But the community will usually flock to a specific Card Game DB website. Like a CDB, whatever it's called. Those ones that are based on like, I forget what the template's called. But yeah, every LCG ends up getting one of those websites. And usually the community is more active there. Like this interface, like you see a lot of views, but no comments. And let's see if we get description. Yeah, like sometimes people put strategy in here. It's okay, but this like website's a little dated. But when you go to these ones, I find people like will describe more usually. And you can see the comments people are leaving. People can like them, and you can see the more popular hot topics, popular ones. And it just, you go where the community goes, right? So then there's more decks posted, more comments and stuff. But I have a feeling Marvel CDB or whatever other one uses this template will be the one that people flock to, as long as it's constantly getting updated and support. But Card Game DB, it's not so much official as like FFG pays for the hosting. They like own the website kind of, but they don't really they don't really use it. It's not like they officially post articles on it and stuff. So it's just they wanted to keep it alive because they thought the community needed it for some of the LCGs and they were worried about it going away. But yeah. Interesting. Let's see how popular the forums are. Yeah, right here. Look, Marvel Champions general discussion. Yeah, we got nothing going on here. Nothing. Ghost Town. Ghost Town. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Paul. That was a flashback down memory lane right there. But yeah, that's not the site. That's not where people go. And also the FFG forums. Yeah, that's not a place people go really either. Yeah. If you're for playing LCGs, you find the usually the Facebook group for it, and then find the whatever it's called, CDB, like whatever database.com for the LCG. All right. Solo play expert mode, Spider-Man and friends. Sounds cool. Let's try this. Let's try this. Oh man, let's see, look at this wall of text. This is awesome though. He's going to describe everything, and then look, here's what you start seeing. People start posting and chatting and asking why you make decisions. And people do deck revisions and stuff. Yeah, I want to play Spider-Man. I've only played him once as the core set starter deck recommended out of the box. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, like I want to try Hulk against this, but I don't know. I just worry the threat. I'll just threat out. I'll try that later. I'll try that another time when we're playing with more than one player, I think. That's probably the better way to do that. So I have someone else to kind of keep threat in check. All right, so Spidey, where are you? Captain Marvel. She is amazing. I like playing with her. Super fun. So far, my least favorite is Black Panther. But I have not played She-Hulk personally, but she looks fun too. Spider-Man. All right. Let's see. So we got eviction notice. We got our Vulture side scheme. Or Nemesis set, sorry. Throw those away. So that needs to get shuffled in with this. Okay. And then we need to get Spider-Man set. Nope. It's blending in. It's blending in with Iron Man. Same color red. Bad choice. Bad choice. Well, at least the way I fan through it. Oh, there we go. That's the Spider-Man card. Iron Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And this is all She-Hulk. We can get rid of Black Panther. Actually, let's dismantle Black Panther while we're here, because we need the leadership anyway out of his deck. So, some entertaining live streaming here while I build a deck. If you're watching this in the future, feel free to skip ahead at like 10 minutes. Unless you're curious and we walk through it. Okay. Let's see, any more here? Yep. More. Okay. Leadership, neutral, Black Panther. See ya, Black Panther. Okay, we can leave. We'll leave this deck assembled for Captain Marvel. That's cool. Hopefully we don't need to steal anything from it. Okay, so let's see, what do we need here? 3 inspired. 1, 2, and we gotta go to our pile here. There's those light blue cards. 3 more that were not in use. Okay, so 3 inspired. Inspired is attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +1 thwart, +1 attack. Seems cool for one. That's pretty good. But you got to keep the allies in play. Hopefully, do we have first aid? Yeah, we got 2 first aids. Perfect. That'll be good for that. Okay. Then that's it for upgrades out of leadership. Then we got Hawkeye, Maria Hill, and Vision, which are the only 3 allies in there, I believe. Yep. Okay. And nothing from supports for leadership. Then we jump on over to events. We're going to use 3 get readies, which are free. I love them. Ready of an ally. Kind of makes you use your allies quicker, but you can get more done in a turn. Lead from the front, 2 of those, which are hero action. Choose a player. Each character that player controls gets +1 thwart, +1 attack till the end of the phase. This kind of buffs your whole line. But 2 costs. That's a little rough for that effect, in my opinion. Make the call, 2 of those. Action, pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Put that ally into play under your control. Oh, you could use this to great effect if another player is playing a Hulk against Ultron to keep Hulk coming back if he doesn't stay in play for long. But man, having multiple Hulks coming back into play repeatedly, dealing with minions, I want to make it happen. All right, let's see. And then 2, the power of leadership. So we're ditching the Triskelion, which is increase your ally limit by 1. But yeah, that's card seems crap. That's a crappy card. So power of leadership. Oh, it's just the resource. Yeah, that makes sense. Just the 2 wilds. Okay, now we're gonna go through the neutrals. And we're gonna get all the neutrals out here. Hopefully we don't have to touch that Captain Marvel deck, and I can play more with that later. Which I like that deck a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. So we got Mockingbird and Nick Fury. Okay. We have Helicarrier. Only 1. Man, 2 is the right number. I might just put 2 in there. Yeah, we're going to go to 41 cards. I'm putting 2 Helicarriers in. I want to see that card. I want to get it out. I need the resource. It's a little rough paying 3 for it, but you want to see it early. And having 1 in the deck, the chances of seeing it early are very slim. And not to mention Ultron tossing them out as minions. I mean, you could do it right off the start, but it's just a better chance of getting it again. I know the resource on it's not really what we're looking for. I don't think. But actually, maybe it is. Let's check Spider-Man for a sec. No, mental. I know mental's a thing. Get a wild resource off that. Yeah, he just likes the mental and he can generate it himself, right? Yep. We're going to 41. We're being a little inefficient. So then on the first aids, we need 2. 1. 2. And then we need 2 haymakers, which I think we got to steal 1 out of the other deck. 1 and yeah, let's steal 1 out of the other deck. Okay. And energy, genius, and strength. Of course. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's just throw this stuff up here. That's kind of off screen, but not. Okay, so we should have 41 cards. Yeah, I know there's the argument if I draw through my deck, I'll see the Helicarrier multiple times and be ticked. But I mean, I love games, and it's a thing nowadays that should always happen in games. It's a very archaic design if you don't have cards being dual use. Deck building, or sorry, card games, customizable card games like this one. I love that you can dual use a card. and it's not a waste when you draw into it because at least you can toss it for a resource. And I love Keyforge, how you don't need to worry about pooling little tokens and spending resources and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I love that, the way these cards are dual use for resources. At first I thought it was kind of very weird, but I love games like, what's another one? Like even like Architects, no, it's Raiders of the North Sea, for example. That board game has the whole dual use cards. You can hire the guys on the card or play them for an event. I love stuff like that. Yes, Paul knows. Yeah, it's a design thing. Like you don't do it the other way. Like cards have to be dual use going forward in every game. Like it just makes it a better experience. Everyone hates drawing off a random deck and just getting dead cards. Like that's very discouraging. Also, selective mulligan is best. Anything else is just simply not as good. I agree with that too. This game is a little scary. You discard your cards when you mulligan, so that you're going through your deck a little faster. And those cards, your deck gets shorter. That means you're going to get more encounter cards dealt to you. But I think that's an okay medium to be able to pick what you want. It's not a bad downside, really. Especially if you have recursion. I like using Iron Man and like putting some of his upgrades in the discard pile to start, just to dig into the deck more and try to find Stark Tower and then bring those back out as cards later. I love that recursion stuff. Okay. So let's go here. I'll get rid of this mouse. All right. So we're going to try Ultron again. I don't know how we are on dealing with threat. We'll have to use allies to thwart. Spider-Man's only one thwart. Obviously, Justice upgrade of giving extra thwart is not a thing. We can draw cards when he attacks us. We can generate resources, which seems good. He only has a recovery of 3, but his hit points are 10. That's kind of middle ground, I guess. Okay. And let's shuffle the enemy's deck here. And we put in our eviction notice. Aunt May is very good. Yes. And she's only, I think, like 1 cost, too. So you can get her out as a support, I believe, and then use her to heal Peter Parker, at least. So it's kind of like sucky. You have to go into alter ego mode to get the heal. But you're going to do it anyway, and at least you can exhaust on your hero side first to then heal with her. And I love the whole flipping card thing. I was a little worried coming from Lord of the Rings LCG, being able to have like multiple heroes in play, balancing your resources, that whole little mini game in that game, trying to balance your resources and pay for cards and build up little pools and that kind of thing. Or playing solo themed or whatever, or like all the same theme, mono theme. Sorry, that's what I'm looking for. I was worried in this game you only kind of have 1 hero, but it feels like you have a couple, and I like that whole little aspect. It's a cool little fresh feeling that makes it feel different than that game, which I love. I think that's good that they did that, using the theme very well into a mechanic. All right. So we're going to try Ultron again here. Right. So we set up this stuff first, I believe. So when revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play, engage with them as a drone. Anything else on the other side? We got the Ultra Drones into play. So they get 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 1 health. And if they get discarded, forced response, they go to my discard pile. Makes sense. Okay, so we're on to 1B. So we did that. And no starting threat on here. But it will accelerate at 1 per player. Okay. So let's draw our starting hand. We got to start in Peter Parker. And we got to get back to 10 hit points here. Okay, he's a genius, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, 6, right? Yeah, 6 cards. Okay. Aunt May. Yeah, exhaust Aunt May to heal 4 damage from Peter Parker. Alter Ego action. Oh, we got Black Cat. What's she do? After you play back Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Add each card with a printed mental resource. Discard this way to your hand. Okay, we got some in the deck, but not a lot. Actually, it's our second most resource. Okay. Let's see here. Nick Fury early. I don't know about that. Sorry, bro. You're too expensive early game. Get out of here. Let's see. Attach to a minion. Well, we already have a minion. When attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. That seems good. That seems good. Strength, holding on to that. All right, I'm going to keep this. Just draw 1. Make a call. Pay the printed cost of an ally in a discard pile. Well, good thing we seeded an ally already, but I don't think that's happening. But, I mean, we can get Black Cat back quickly. Get some card draw maybe off that. Okay. Seems better. I know Nick Fury's card draw, but he's more expensive. And, yeah, we'll see. Okay. So I think I'm going to go generate a mental resource limit once per round. All right, so any reason we need to generate the specific right now? I think no. So we'll just do that to put Aunt May into play. And yeah. Let's pay strength for 2 to get Black Cat into play. And after we play her, we'll discard the top 2 cards of the deck. And we're looking for mental resources. And it's printed, right? Not wild card. Yeah, it's printed, so the wild card doesn't count. So power leadership's gone, but I get Maria Hill. After she enters play, each player draws a card. Ooh, I like what's happening here. So, I'm debating here. Do I just put Maria Hill into play? I don't know. Am I worried? So I can put Spider Tracker or Inspired out there. I think going with the Maria Hill +1 thwart, +1 attack would be amazing on Black Cat, actually. But she doesn't stick around as long. I don't know what to do. I mean, the drones are only at 1 health right now, so I mean, she's not that bad. And she might die quickly, and I want her to die so I can play her back again if I get another make the call. So I think we just go Maria Hill. So let's pitch these 2 leadership cards. Maria Hill, draw a card. Ooh, energy. Okay, so we can get Spider Tracker going. A little overpay for it, but that is okay. Yeah, let's do it. The problem is there's no threat out there yet, so I might leave that minion in play. And just pound Ultron, who should be at 17 right now. Not 0, I wish, but not 0. Okay. Let's flip Peter into Spider-Man. Boom, he changed. Okay. Let's see what Jeff's saying. Swinging Web Kick is mental resource. Okay. The big hit 8 attack card that he has 3 of. Swinging Web Kick. Yeah, read that. Main resource, OD damage. Oh, main source to do damage. Yes. That I know. That I know. I played him only once with the starter deck, but I remember seeing that card and being like, whoa, boy. And the way you don't really have to build up to it. Okay. Yeah. It's just attack for 1. Right? 17? Yeah. 16. Attack for 1. 15. Attack for 2. Down to 13. And of course, these guys are sloppy, so they get smacked in the face as they run up to him. He just kind of flicks them as they punch. Okay. I think we're good. Let's ready up. We'll draw 5 cards. Actually, we should look at those cards. So we got to get ready to ready an ally. Seems good, but not really if they're about to both die. 2 of them. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, lead from the front. I would definitely play that off of a Power of Leadership. Hopefully that'll happen next turn. We have another Spider Tracker. Seems good. Okay. So let's go to his turn. He's going to do 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack because I'm Spider-Man. He's attacking for 2 plus boost. And then after Ultron attacks, I could do a face down minion or a threat. Yeah, won't defend, so let's do 4 attack. He's going down to 6. Seems a little rough, but having Aunt May right off the hop is like, yeah, I might as well just like take a smack or 2 is fine. Okay, and then, oh, this guy will attack for 1. Well, maybe I should have let him put threat. Oh, right now I get to decide that. Yeah, we'll just let him do the threat. 1 on the main scheme. That's fine. Because I can clear it off with this. Okay. Then this guy will attack. Yeah, I'll take it. Go down to 5. And then encounter card. Android efficiency. Sylvian, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. All right. Awesome. And I think we're done there with his turn. So we're going to go back over to our turn. Okay. Let's go. All right. Also, her entering play and just drawing a card straight up. These guys I want gone and then be able to play them again if I get that card back. Make the call. And I have, how many make the calls? 2. So I could see it again, unless it's sitting under here as a minion right now. It might take a while to get it. But either way, we're going to do a nice turn here of lead from the front. So I'll choose a player. I'll choose me. All right. I'll pay for that using Power of Leadership, which gives me an extra wild on leadership cards. So each of them get +1 thwart and +1 attack. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing another ally to do it later. I'll just do it now. Let's play for 1 energy. I'll do another spider tracker. Yeah, it sucks I have these already, but okay. So let's just I don't need extra attack there. Do I just go ham on him because they have the extra attack and leave these guys? But then we're just kind of saying go ahead and go to your second threat or second scheme, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. And just do as much damage as we can. The thing I'm worried about is if these buff up by getting the attachment on this environment. I just want to use spider tracers as best as I can. Which he will be scheming. So he will be putting a bunch of threat on anyway. No, let's just attack Ultron. So for 2, go to 11. She's gone. Black Cat, attacking for 2. Down to 9. She's gone. And Spider-Man for 3. Down to 6. Then I'll flip. Oh, did I forget the draw when I was attacked? I did. Interrupt. When a villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. I should have an extra card. Oh boy. Because he attacked me, right? Yes, he did. Oh, I had Helicarrier in hand. Oh boy, that's bad. I should have played that one out. That's okay. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to flip. And I could generate a resource, but it's still not enough to get Helicarrier in play. Oh, that's so bad. I would have definitely not played the other one of this. Yeah, let's rewind that, as I would have known. So this, get ready. This should be back in hand. Yeah, we're going to rewind a little bit, because I should have drawn a card there. So let's just toss these three. No. Let's do a mental resource here. Oh, I still can do it. Yeah, mental resource plus these two. Puts Helicarrier into play. Exhaust Helicarrier. And then I put that into play. Yeah, okay. That should work. I think I did it all right. Then let's heal Peter. Let's make him some soup and give him some medicine here from Aunt May. And I'll heal him 4 up to 9. All right. Yep. Let's go up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got the backflip, but I'm not being attacked. Oh, and you take any amount of damage from an attack. But yeah, okay. Okay, let's see here. So he's going to do some threats. Which then makes progress on that one. So it's gone. Sure, whatever. Okay. When revealed, each player puts the top card of the deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. Advance to stage 2B. Okay. Force response. After placing a threat here during the step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose and either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck face down into play, engage with them as a drone minion. Okay. Then this guy says, hey, Peter. Or, no, he says, hey, there's no Spider-Man. I'm going to scheme now. Because you weren't looking, so it's at least 1. He'll flip a boost of 1 more. Okay. Then scheme, scheme, scheme. I don't think I have anything in hand that can... Oh, man. Hawkeye. After minions enters play, remove an arrow to deal 2 damage to that minion. Well, where were you before these guys came here? I'm sure that is going to be huge. I totally forgot about him. Man, he might be better than Hulk, maybe. No, he's probably not. But for this situation, I mean. But that's still cool. You know who else would be good? The She-Hulk with the whole ground pound thing, dealing 1 damage to a bunch of guys. I don't want to try it in the future, too. All right. So, yep, nothing to happen there. Encounter card. Uh-oh. Side scheme. It's Crisis Icon. It's going to come with 3 threat on it I have to deal with before I can start moving threat off here. And if only I had a way to get rid of 3 threat from a scheme. If only I did. Okay, it's kind of perfect that that came up, actually, like that. All right, better than it having 3 come up for a boost. Let me tell you, that sucks. Okay. Let's do, so we have 6. He should be readied. These all should be readied. What am I doing? Yeah, they should be ready before. Okay, so we can generate a mental resource before I flip him. Let's do Aunt May just to heal him up his last hit point. So he's back to 10. Take your medicine, Peter. All right. Mental resource. Swinging web kick, as Jeff indicated. She-Hulk, Justice looks fun. Yeah. Yes, it does. I like Justice. Interesting. She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, lawyer, Justice. It's like it was designed to go together, I think. But, all right. So Hawkeye's 3, swinging web kick's 3. Swinging web kick would get us to the second phase of Ultron, where he gets powerful by minions in play. So I think I need to clean up some minions first before that happens. So swinging web kick, and it's a hero action. So how do you can't do web kick off this. Because he generates the resource when you're paying for the card. Can you generate flip, then pay for this? Is a hero action, right? So I don't see that working together, actually. Because he'd be an alter ego form when you're trying to pay for this and play for it all as like one little action. So I don't think this works with swinging web kick. I could be wrong. But yeah. But anyways, haymakers are only 2. All right, so how are we going to do this? Let's get Hawkeye into play off of this mental resource I'm going to generate. So we need 2 more. Well, putting a +1 thwart, +1 attack on him would be great. So these thwarts, as cool as they are, probably use them to pay for it. Yeah, let's use the thwarts. I might get rid of swinging web kick, actually. Backflip would be great, but not until he's on the next phase. How many backflips are in the deck? Backflip is a 2 of. Okay, what do I want to do here? He needs tokens, that's for sure. He needs some arrows. But I still need to pay for him completely. So swinging web kick would be good. It kicks him down to next level, but I don't want to go there yet. So that's kind of useless right now. So I'm thinking about the now. Do I need him to have an extra thwart, an extra attack? Probably not. So I'm going to toss these to pay for Hawkeye. Oh, or I forgot I have Helicarrier. Yeah, let's toss Inspired. Pay for Helicarrier, and his resource gets Hawkeye into play. And he's got 4 arrow counters, 3 health, 1 thwart, 1 attack. Okay, gotta use my cards efficiently here, Rob. Wake up, buddy. All right, so then let's flip. We don't need to be Peter Parker anymore. Let's come back to the battle. Nah, he needs to be Spider-Man. Yeah, was mentioning it because Black Cat can grab it. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So I think we're dealing with a couple of these minions. I could Haymaker. Okay. So yeah, let's just attack minion. Enhance Spider Sense. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its win real effects. Well, that seems like an amazing card to have, but thanks to Ultron, it's a minion going in my discard pile. When attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's get rid of this Crisis one, because the only one we can target right now, because it has that Crisis icon. So we're no longer under attack. Let's... Hawkeye will attack for 1. He'll get hit back for 1. And he'll hit this minion, which is a Get Ready. Okay. So all 3 of my Get Readies are gone. This will pop off to remove 3 threat from the assault on NORAD. So we have this guy here. He's going to be attacking me for 1 right now, at least. I mean, I could swinging web kick, punch this guy into the second wave, take an attack, flip back. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just speed it up. Let's not dance around. But then I don't have backflip. I want to have backflip for when he flips. Nope. Let's do it. Let's do it before he gets a guard minion in play and all that stuff. Let's just do it. So 2 haymakers and a backflip, unfortunately. But we have Aunt May, so I feel a little stronger there. Swinging web kick. Let's do it into Ultron's face. And he'll drop down to 0. It's probably really bad to do this right now. think we should be back. Sorry guys, my PC just blue screened on me. I haven't seen that happen on Windows 10 in a while. But yeah, like a driver issue. Probably the graphics driver update I did yesterday. I'm blaming NVIDIA right now, but I'll have to look through the logs later and figure out what happened there. Yeah, that sucks. This PC's been like super solid forever, so that's why I keep using it. But yeah, sorry guys. Okay, should be back. Thought it was Twitch. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, no, I was like in the middle of giving a swinging web kick to Ultron, and then I look up and everything went black. And then I look over and I had a blue screen, the stupid Windows 10 blue screen with the stupid like smiley emoticon on it. Just wanted to punch it. All right, YouTube. Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay, so I did a swinging web kick to Ultron, took him down to 0. Yeah. And we flip to the next guy, who has the forced interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone minion, and until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. Okay, so he comes out at 22. Anything else happen after punching him? He's 2 scheme now, and his attack forced interrupt is worse. Okay. So I think that ends my turn. Let's draw up to 5. Okay, gotta remember when I'm attacked to draw a card. That's something I can see forgetting every time. Ready, up. And I gotta remember when minions come into play, I can use Hawkeye to snipe them. So let's do that. Okay, threat time. Now I have a decision to make. 1 threat after it goes here. Place 2 threat here, or put a face down minion into play. Let's do the face down minion, which I will just spend a token to snipe. Okay. And then he is going to attack. We'll give him a boost card. So he is going to attack, put the top down card into play as a drone. I will spend 1 to kill it. Oh, I see. I should be doing that actually. Yeah, because I'll get cards in my discard. Yeah, it gets me through my deck faster. So I did 2 cards there for those 2 minions. Pop them both with Hawkeye. Okay. So the attack is at least 2 plus boost. Do I want to defend? I'm at 10. I think I'm good. I'll take it. So 2 plus 3 for a minion plus 1 more. So that's 4. So down to 6. Perfect for Aunt May drinking soup time. All right, 6. Then here's where the encounter card deck will throw me a loop and ruin all my plans. Eviction notice. Oh no. Obligation. You may flip to alter ego form to choose 1. Exhaust Peter Parker to remove the eviction notice from the game. Or discard 1 card at random from your hand. Then this card gains surge. Discard this obligation. 1 card at random. Well, I'm sitting on 2 swinging web kicks, a lead from the front, a helicarrier, and a web shooter. Web shooter to generate resources seems pretty good. Helicarrier, I don't care if I lose that. Lead from the front, I mean, it's pretty powerful, but it's okay. But it's 2 swinging web kicks. If I lose 1, I can really only afford so many. So, I mean, maybe I'll just do the Peter Parker exhaust. I can deal with another attack, because then I'll be ready for Aunt May. To start my turn as Peter Parker actually might be better. Might be better, because I'll get web shooter into play off his free resource. Yeah, let's just go with it. So I'll flip and exhaust to get this removed from the game. At least it doesn't go back in the pile. No surge. No none of that business. So I went and dealt with my eviction notice. Man, you gotta pay your rent, bro. I thought you were a genius. You should be making mad cash and paying your rent, but he is not as smart as this card leads me to believe. All right, it says genius traded, but I think it might be a misprint. All right. Okay, so that's that. On to my turn. Let's see what we can do now. Let's heal with Aunt May to get him back up to 10. Yeah, getting Aunt May early I think is huge, but I gotta still be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay, so he can give me a free resource. We'll put Web Shooter into play. He uses 3 web counters. Okay, which I can discard. I can it's a hero resource, so I have to be on the hero side, and then I can exhaust Web Shooter and remove 1 web counter from it to generate a wild resource. So I can't just straight up spend all 3. Sorry, spend all 3. I'm knocking them all over the place here. Spend all 3 to just play a swinging web kick. It's not that good. All right, so also lead from the front isn't as good when you only have 1 ally standing, really. Yeah, there's an argument to do the random card from hand to then do another encounter card. And if it was a minion, it would have been nice to use Hawkeye, but I think I'd rather have just not seen the card because it could have been a side scheme, could have been a treachery. We'll find out shortly what it would have been. So I think we're doing a swinging web kick in here somewhere. So I have 1 resource, 2 off this, 3 discarding this. So that's a swinging web kick. And then I don't have enough to pay for another, but I would probably just hold it. Probably just hold it. And thwarting. Thwarting's a thing. Okay, yeah, it's not the best hand, but would have been nice to see Genius or something that gives me 2 resources. Oh, did I get attacked? I forgot to draw a card, didn't I? Didn't I? Oh, man. Yes, I got attacked. I should have another card. Another Web Shooter. Okay, I can toss that away. Toss that away. That's the other thing. When he attacks me and I draw a card, maybe I would have done the random card thing, but it's okay. I won't roll back that far. But yeah, that's, yeah, I got to remember that. That's the one's a tough one. Spidey sense, interrupt. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. I know it's optional and everything, but like you obviously would do it. So let's go with, now we can do more. I mean, not the best, but all right. So let's flip. And let's spend a resource off of Web Shooter. Let's spend 1 off Helicarrier. And let's toss Web Shooter. Oh, it's not 1 per. It is not 1 per. I'm actually going to throw that in there. Yeah, so we'll do 1, 1. Oh, I probably should have paid for that first. Okay, hold on. Let's just pretend we tossed away Helicarrier to put Web Shooter into play. And then we would use it right away. Right. Yeah, there's no limit on it. Just exhausting it. Okay, so that's the 3 resources total to play for swinging web kick to the face. Drops down 8. So 14. Seems good. Seems good. And Hawkeye, what is Hawkeye doing? Is he dealing with minions? Is he just going to do a little attack there, or is he going to thwart? He only does 1 of each. I have no way to pay for more of that. Yeah, he'll just attack. Let's get rid of the minion. First aid. Which would have been nice to heal the 2 off of him. Have I seen the other first aid yet? Because that would be perfect to draw into right now. Yeah, I have not. So, yeah, that could happen. My deck is getting pretty low. Only 8 cards left. So, and I'm only drawing 2 right now. I'm actually going to pitch lead from the front, keep swinging web kick, and draw 4. All right. Did I get it? Did I get it? Yes, I did. First aid, vision, inspired, and webbed up. 4 cost upgrade. Hero form only. Attached to an enemy. Max 1 per enemy. Force interrupt. When attached enemy would attack, discard webbed up instead, then stun him. So prevents 2 attacks in a row. And that is amazing with this when he gets a bunch of drones out. And I totally forgot that was a card, or I would have maybe planned on that a little better with my deck being so low. All right, but still, let's ready up. I think we're good, though. I think we're doing all right. I mean, it could get really hairy out of nowhere, but I think we got everything looking pretty good. All right, so he's going to threat. And then I think we do the minion instead of adding 2 threat. So let's do this. We'll spend 1 off Hawkeye. And this will get destroyed. It's Mockingbird. Sorry, Mockingbird. Then he's going to attack. Once he initiates attack, I draw a card. Make the call. Make the call. Get back one of my heroes, or my allies, before I cycle through my deck. That might be a thing. Back at it again. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Daniel. Yes. Yes. All week, I think I'm just focusing on this game, exploring the core set. Hope I don't get bored of it after like a week of playing it so much. But yeah, I played it last night with my daughter off camera. My wife was a little tired, not feeling well. So yeah, so my daughter was like, I want to play. So we played some 2-player. It was awesome. And then this morning I was like, man, I want to play again. So I'll just do a live stream in the morning and start playing. See how long it goes. But yeah, I played Ultron already once. So go watch the archive later. Our first battle against Ultron using the Captain Marvel deck we played yesterday. And then I built this deck, net decked it, Spider-Man and Friends off of marvelcdb.com. And we're playing Ultron again, but using Spider-Man with leadership. All solo, all day here. But yeah, I'm liking this Marvel Champions right now. I'm definitely going to play this a bunch. Too Many Bones, instead, I usually would stream that on Thursday. I think what I'm going to do is possibly do that on the weekend with multiplayer instead of solo. I need to play that game more with multiple gear locks. I know I could do that by myself, which I might do that next week, but I think Too Many Bones on the weekend, we'll do a 2-player at least stream and just do that one of the afternoons instead this week. Okay, let's do... So we readied up. He's done that. He's attacking. I drew a card off the Spidey Sense, Interrupt. When a villain initiates attack, draw a card, which was make the call. Now attack time. He's going to get a drone. When Ultra attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone. I'll do the Hawkeye's Last Arrow to kill the drone. Enhance Spidey Sense. Oh man, come on, really? That's twice that's happened. I really like that card. Okay, and then boost. He's attacking for 2 plus boost. I'm at 10. I think I'm okay taking it because he has no drones to get +1 attack, so it's only 2 plus this. He has 3 defense though, but that's good when I'm in a bad situation. But I think I'm just gonna leave him standing. It's only +1, so that's not bad. Okay, so I take 3 down to 7. Going the wrong way on the dial again. Okay, down to 7. Then encounter card. Daniel says, I'm playing it every night also, 3-handed solo. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, maybe one day. I just have trouble keeping track of one character, let alone more than that. I don't have the mind for it, but that would be, yeah, it's more fun playing with more heroes, obviously. This game's designed better as a multiplayer game, I think. All right, so we get this treachery. We are in hero form, so the villain is going to attack me again. There is no limit on Spidey Sense, so I'm going to draw a card, which is another webbed up. I draw through my deck, and that is actually going to deal another encounter card into the queue, which I would assume is still resolving. So I would assume we're going to do his attack in a minute. I just have to shuffle my deck here. Okay, let's do a cut. Okay, so his attack deals a boost. Am I okay taking it? I think I'm going to have to defend. For 3, so he's attacking for 2. Oh, and when he attacks, he does the drone thing again, which I can't block. So he's actually attacking for 2 plus 1 plus this boost. So I'm defending for 3, and he gets +1. So only 1 goes through. Yeah. No Hawkeye to deal with that minion. Okay, now the next encounter card. All right, attached to Ultron. So he's getting some extra scheme, +1 on the scheme. And then force response. After Ultron schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. And then a hero action, I can exhaust my hero and spend 2 mental resources to discard that card, which I totally would do, but I just exhausted my hero. Oh boy. Jeff says, I'm thinking of doing 2-handed solo, Law and Order, She-Hulk, Justice, and Iron Spider Protection. Ah, cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'll probably get there and start doing that stuff. But I have my wife who will play, and my daughter is even playing, which she might be playing with me tomorrow on stream, actually. My daughter's home for the day from school, and she says, I want to play this with you on stream. So she's been playing with me each night to try to get better, but I'll be kind of instructing her sometimes and yelling at her to put threat on or deal with threat when she totally ignores it and stuff like that. So we'll probably be playing this again tomorrow in the day, so stay tuned for that. Okay. So I got to flip to do some heal with Aunt May, so I might end where he's scheming. And him scheming is scheming for 3. And then he puts a threat on each side scheme. But there are no side schemes right now, so I'm okay there. There is an argument to stay in Spider-Man form, to put webbed up out there, and stay there and just try to bait attacks. And then I web him up. But I web him up just to attack, and if he draws another attack, then yeah. But then I leave myself open if a minion comes into play that wants to attack me, plus these ones. Yeah. Yeah, I might do a webbed up. What can Vision do here? Spend a energy resource to choose thwart or attack until the end of the phase. Vision gets +2 to the chosen power. So we get thwart for 3 or attack for 4. First aid to heal Hawkeye is a thing. But I mean, after he enters play, he gets those tokens. Otherwise, he's just a 1/1. Although I wanted to do that to keep him in play just for like a defensive bait. Make the call. That sucks that I got that and drew through my deck. So I have nothing in the discard pile. Oh, but I could have Hawkeye in there if I just use him right now. And pay him back out for 3. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. So Hawkeye is going to attack here. Get rid of this. Oh, Nick Fury in the discard pile now. This guy's gone. Okay. And then make the call. Hero resources, I can use those, right? So let's do make the call. I will pay and pay off Helicarrier to get Hawkeye back in. And he comes back in with his beautiful, beautiful arrow tokens, which is keeping this guy in check. Big time. Big time. And there's an argument in getting Nick Fury back into play there, maybe doing some damage or drawing some cards, but I feel like this guy, 14. Nick Fury can do 4 damage. 4 damage, then attack for 2, that's 6. Puts it down to 8. And I got swinging web kick. Okay, yeah. Maybe I could have finished him right here. Maybe we do that instead and leave Hawkeye in there and hope to get him back in the play in the future. So let's instead bring Nick Fury out. We'll pay 1 extra resource. Let's do that with we'll toss Inspired. So when he comes into play, we'll do 4 damage down to 10. Right. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Yeah, nope, I think we're good. Okay. And then Nick Fury will attack down to 8. Going the wrong way. So attack for 2. Right. Take a damage. I didn't need to give him that attachment to give him extra attack. He just leaves anyway. And then, yeah, I think we're just going to spend first aid, webbed up, vision to do a swinging web kick to deal 8 damage. And down to 0. Boom. See ya, bro. Right. Done. Did it. Feels weird. That felt way too easy. Yeah. And then I would have, if it didn't end, I was going to flip, generate a resource. Didn't really have much to do there. Could have used the Ant May to heal. Yeah, I could have kept it going another turn, but like, and used the Hawkeye strategy just to keep the minions under control, but I can Nick Fury it to finish it, right? So, and if I drew 3 cards, First Aid, Maria Hill, and the Spider Tracker. Yeah, I think I just take the opportunity to kick him in the face and pound Ultron. But yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool theme. Yeah, this. I like Ultron. He's super interesting. I like Claw too. Claw is pretty awesome. Rhino is boring as hell now that I've played these guys. I didn't play Claw or Ultron until yesterday. This was my first try. Actually, today is my first try on Ultron ever. This is my second time playing Ultron. I never even read his cards till today. Or seen him. But Claw, yesterday we played him the first time on stream, seeing him. He is a crazy wild card, just flipping and doing random stuff. Like, man, I thought with his low stats not to worry. But the fact he's just flipping, like, just the craziest stuff can happen on his turns, man. It's like all over the place. He's like a wild card. But I like this one more structured better. But yeah, that's fun. I'm excited for more villains for sure. But I definitely want to play these guys more with different scheme sets, different expert mode, getting the harder guys in there. Yeah. And even playing with different heroes, having different Nemesis decks going in and different obligations. Yeah, I love the variety. The play variety in this core set, blowing my mind. It's so good. So good for an FFG core set. So good. But yeah. But anyways, my tummy's saying it's time for lunch. So yeah, I think I should take a lunch break. And maybe I'll be back to stream this afternoon. Yeah, I don't know what I should stream or what I should do. Maybe more Marvel Champions. Or do I do my Too Many Bones this afternoon? Maybe I just do more Marvel Champions. Or do I just put the chat, put you guys on, be right back. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream and then probably do another stream after lunch. So stay tuned. I'll be back. I just don't want to keep the stream going and have you guys waiting for me. I don't know how long I'll take, but yeah, keep an eye on the channel. I'll probably be back this afternoon to stream. Probably more Marvel Champions. It's all set up, but yeah. Yeah, Daniel, sorry to show up a little late, but it'll all be archived. I'll be back and do more. And then tomorrow we'll probably be playing more Marvel Champions again in the day. Not sure if tonight I'll be streaming at all, but probably this afternoon something should be going after lunch. So yeah, thanks a lot for being here, guys. Thank you to our Patreon backers. Thanks to everyone that donates on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel, all those links are down in the description below. Also, thank you to everyone who's chilling in the chat here watching this live. If you're watching this in the future, click subscribe, then hit that notification bell so you do not miss when we go live. Also, there are social media links in the description below you can click on to follow there. Well, I'll usually tweet or post on Facebook and sometimes Instagram to say when I'm going live, kind of at least give some heads up. So stay tuned to that so you don't miss the next live stream. And you can join us in the chat. But yeah, I'm loving this Marvel Champions. I'll definitely have more coming up on the channel. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.